Hello beautiful people, this is Prague Moto Show 2025. I was expecting much less people. That's probably a good thing for the exhibitors at least. And I will pretend today that I'm buying a bike. I will be comparing it to my Honda CL500 scrambler. That would be one part, and the other part what I would buy today if I had the money. So welcome to Moto Show Prague. Okay, this first room is a couple of quadruples and a lot of various cheap bikes, so I won't stand here. It's much more people in here than yesterday actually. More Benelli, one of the cheaper bikes which are good looking, at least to me. And I have one tip in here. Unfortunately we cannot get on the bike, so this is Benelli Leoncino 800, and just from the looks that will be definitely a contender for me for my next bike in terms of power. Here you can see very nice bike, the sidecar. This is just beauty. Okay guys, so I'm taking the camera to my hand because the chest mount didn't work. Hopefully you will hear me somehow. I'm terribly sorry I don't have an external microphone, but that's the reality. This is first big haul, and in here there is Royal Enfield, so we will check that out definitely. To me, definitely one of the best looking bikes, classic style, Interceptor 650, and in here we can actually sit on those bikes and see how it fits, which is probably the only thing you can test in here, the ergonomy and how far your legs are from the ground. Ideally tippy toes at least, ideally flat foot. And with Royal Enfield, for me, 5'10", 178 centimeters. I can flat foot most of these bikes in here, and there are so many people in here. Oh my god, I was thinking that today it will be emptier than yesterday. I was here yesterday. Himalayan, I haven't sit on that. I don't know how I can handle it with the camera. Yeah, well, tippy toe, and it's on the big stand, so it would be much better if I would be actually sitting on the bike on the ground. It's definitely one of the bikes I would buy instead of mine if I could go back in time, and arguably it could be much better for my needs because I'm going on off-road regularly, I would say, and on the CL500 it's not ideal. This bike would make the job done. and it would be even a little bit cheaper than the CL500. Yeah, next to Shotgun, why not? They are all on the same platform and there are no people here, so I can try sitting on this one. Yeah, that's again on a high stand and I'm nearly flat footing, so that's the perfect size for me. Beautiful bike. Beautiful bike. I hope I will be able to borrow it someday at least, as with some other bikes which are here. Okay, then I have to show you the Bear 650 obviously, because that's the new bike from Royal Enfield, not the only one I guess, and this one is not for sitting. Also very nice bike. Harley Davidson stand. Yesterday I was sitting on this adventure bike from Harley. I'm definitely a big fan of Harley Davidson, just for the looks and feel and character, all other things aside. And adventure bike is something I would definitely use, but I don't generally like the looks of adventure bikes. And I have to say that this Harley definitely was able to do a design which is unique. You don't have to like it, but you have to admit that this is a different adventure bike style. Unfortunately, they don't have 114 model in here. I wanted to check that. That's one of my favorites, just from the looks. I was sitting on some of those bikes yesterday. Oh my god, so many people. And I have to say it's pretty uncomfortable. I can't imagine riding some of those bikes, more like choppers or bobbers, and hanging on the handlebars, bending forward all the time. It's definitely not my style, and objectively it can be comfortable for longer rides. Okay, next stand is Honda, and I want to show you my bike in different colors, just to see what we are comparing with, what I am comparing, buying a bike today instead of this one. Obviously mine looks different, but that's the point. Okay, oh my god. Well, this video will be definitely much more for me. So many people. I rarely can see a bike without people and crowds. Nice ladies, obviously. We have to have nice ladies, and I'm trying to make my way to another bike I would definitely want to try and maybe own some kind of a bike like Honda CL500. I was sitting on it yesterday, and I was pleasantly surprised that I was tippy-toeing quite comfortably. It's not that high as, for instance, Yamaha Tenere for me. BMW and I'm definitely not a fan of this brand. I admit why there is a reason why they have such a big community, and I have one bike in mind in particular, and then it's 90. I was sitting on it yesterday. They have this special edition R12. This is also not allowed to be seated, but they have different one. I've tried it yesterday and I was surprised how small the bike it is. It's lower than my bike, and I'm really not sure if I would like it long term. Yeah, this is the 2025, one of the models. I was sitting on this yesterday, and it is really low, surprisingly. And then GS is obviously another 90. It is definitely unique and admirable bike concept. I'm talking about all the 90s because there are so many with different designs, and I'm not particularly fan of this. I will show you some other ones custom made in black later, and they have the concept enduro dual sport, I don't know, whatever, 450, which is something I would definitely consider. Like, this is to me the best looking like modern BMW. So many people. Yeah, so this bike for off-roading, that would be just great. I would definitely like this one more than the Honda CRF300. On the other side, Aprilia, Moto Guzzi.
Yeah, there's no mercy in this world, just hunger thirsty persons in different versions, each new update that shit worsens.
I'm definitely a big fan of Moto Guzzi. They are the same level of uniqueness for me as the Boxer from BMW, and both of these brands have very original and unique design, which is rare in these days, and I totally love it, despite all the possible technical issues, etc. V100 Mandello in a different color in here, but I'm more interested in the V7 Stone, and it's V7 Sport, but the same bike. This is just amazing. Like, look at this. Oh my god, I can imagine a different color instead of the green, but otherwise I like when everything is in black. This is just a nice bike. I'm also OCD for symmetrics, so exhaust on both sides, the unique engine. That's just great bike. That would be definitely one of the choices today instead of mine, Honda CL500. It's basically the same power, since this is air cooled. Yeah, this is more like it. This is exactly my style, but pure black Like, you can never go wrong with pure black. Very nice, and it's pretty cheap. It's a little bit more expensive than my Honda. I would need to do the calculations, but let's say approximately my Honda was 6,000. This one would be 7-ish, something like that. And V85, the adventure model, Moto Guzzi. I have to say, when I saw it on a website first, I was really intrigued. When I saw it in real life with big headlights, I'm still not sure what to think about it. It's definitely unique. I'm not sure if I would like it or hate it in time. I can almost flat foot this bike as well, so from this point of view that would be perfect. Yeah, very nice. And one more stop at Aprilia's Touareg. That's basically what I was interested. And yeah, for instance, this one. This is the rally version. And I was trying to sit on this bike as well. Not in here. It's not allowed anyway for this bike. And that is definitely one of the highest contenders for the adventure category. Okay. The next stop is Indian, but they are not allowing to sit on any of their bikes, unfortunately. I was really, and I am still really intrigued by this FTR. And yeah, this is the kind of budget I will probably never have or never will be willing to give for a bike, but today we can pretend, and this one would be definitely one of the candidates for my next bike. And I will leave Indian because that's not particularly my kind of bikes, and we can go to Triumph. Again, arguably one of the nicest designs, classic style, bobbers, scramblers. That's more like it. I have to say, when I was thinking, getting bored about the next bike, the Trident 660 is one of them. Despite the looks, despite it's not a scrambler or a classic bike. At first glance, I can totally imagine buying a black one, give it rougher tires, and it would look just fine. And the price is pretty reasonable, 7-ish something. Yeah, they have the rocket in here. That's definitely a star. Everybody wants to sit on it and take a picture, and I totally get why. This is just a beast. And the price is beastly as well. Yeah, Triumph rocket. I would definitely try to ride one. Tiger, obviously. That would be a little bit too high for me, but there are higher bikes in here. And this one, Scrambler 400 or Street or whatever, the same framework. Yeah, the Scrambler is the next one, and that would be ideal candidate instead of what I already have. Definitely in terms of looks, like no doubt about it. Not the power though, but the quality. And the unique Triumph design, skid plate, probably a little bit higher than my bike from the ground, so better for off-roading. Next stop is Yamaha and Suzuki, one of my biggest ideals for the next bike. For Yamaha it's XSR 900 or XSR 650, and I'm gonna find it in here. Just a minute. And not here. I see it. I see it. This is the 700, not 650. Okay, so I was trying this one because I'm thinking maybe 900 would be too much for me for the next bike, and this one will work just fine. I would be definitely able to rebuild it to a more scrambler style. I would be worried maybe with just the 17-inch wheel in front. I have 19 right now, and it's definitely better for off-road. So this one is a big candidate for my next bike. Very nice. I was trying to sit on it yesterday, and it's pretty light. If I would sit on it right now for you, it wouldn't make any sense, I guess. And in here it's the XSR 900. Okay. We have a lady. Yes. This is one of the top 3 contenders for my next bike, definitely. Like, I wouldn't need more power than this in my lifetime. Maybe it would be too much for the second bike, but it definitely has the looks in black, obviously. Okay, we have the GP version in here, which in general I'm not a fan of this looks, but I like it, I have to say. Okay. Let's go to Suzuki, and we have Kawasaki as well. Yesterday I saw here one model I wasn't familiar with before. I don't know why is that possible, and that's the 650 framework. This one is one of those, and yeah, not sure now if that would be the replacement for what I have, or if it is the category of my next bike. 650 should be plenty enough for me, and it has the looks I like. The price is very reasonable, and yeah, they have a green one in here as well. SV version. So yesterday I was watching some reviews of this 650 Suzuki, and it seems it's a pretty good bike with a long history. And next stand, another contender for top 3 for my next bike, and that is the Z900 RS. They had a pretty bad place in here, so first I will focus on the 650, which is definitely one of those contenders as well. But all the less powerful bikes are parallel twins usually, with the exception of the Suzuki. And I have to say that on the pictures I like the Yamaha XSR 900 much more, but in reality this bike looks damn good in reality. Also, with all those bikes I was sitting on yesterday, this one was the most comfortable and the best size for me. So this one is another contender. And go to the next hall. Oh my god, so many people. Next hall is full of custom bikes, so I will just browse. No sitting allowed in here, obviously, and most of those bikes, at least in my world, are totally useless. They are just piece for the museum. Despite the shiny colors, that one is one of my favorites in here. Yeah, and this looks very Mad Max homemade. Yeah, and here we have bikes which are actually rideable. No big changes in here, I would say, at least in terms of the category of those bikes. Where is my favorite? Yeah, this light green Harley. That's very nice bike to have in a living room. Another Harley, old school. Totally don't know the history, but by the looks of it, that would be Second World War time, I guess. And the best looking custom bikes, arguably for me, from the whole Moto Show is this Honda. I don't even know what is the base model, I never saw it before, and it looks so damn good. Probably not a joy riding this on road, but I see the off-road capabilities. I wouldn't like to sit on that bench, and the suspension looks pretty weak, but overall, oh my god, this is just awesome. And as you can see, many of those concepts with the same engine are here, all looking very good. There is 90 again, better colors, better style to my liking. On the other side, yeah, another custom 90. Oh my god, like, wow. Unfortunately for me, this category is just for riding for a coffee, then brag about it and go home. But it looks really nice. Yeah, and here we have black model. That's nicest 90 so far for me. And it's for sale. I wouldn't like to know the price though. Yeah. And now let's see some ridiculous ridiculous bikes. Okay, ride and drink schnapps. Oh my god, like this wheel, I wouldn't like to even try this. Indian, and see how low it is. That's ridiculous. Another one, like, I appreciate the amount of work to do this design, and it looks marvelous, but that's the museum type of bike. Yeah, another Mad Max. Nice. More regular bikes, but heavily custom as well. Oh my god, the pipes, oh my god, that looks fantastic, but you would probably burn your leg riding it. FTR, I guess. Also very nice piping, but possibly very hot. And I have one more custom favorite in here, and that is Triumph. Also the kind of ridiculous, I would say. Where is it? There is it. So I don't know why, but I like those chunky tires. I know it will be totally useless riding it, but oh my god. Yeah, you can call me crazy, but I like this, how it looks. I wouldn't like to ride it. The front tire, oh my god. But it's definitely one of my favorite customs in here. And here is my biggest surprise on this motor show. Like, biggest surprise for me, that I would probably choose this Caballero instead of my current bike. I was looking at those, but not at the time I was buying mine, and I wanted something trustworthy like my Honda. But this time I would definitely go for the Caballero 700. The looks is very similar. And there is the 700. Let's see if we will have possibility to see. Yes, great. So this bike maybe will be a replacement for my current one. 700 CP2 engine from Yamaha, but the looks much more what I like. can expect from a bike. This is just beautiful, and I will try to sit on it. Yeah, exactly my size. I'm flat-footing nearly, and it's on the stand, so that's the best size for me. Also, it has 19-inch front wheel, 17-inch rear, spoke wheels as default, Marzocchi suspension, and since I was a biker, MTB biker before, Marzocchi was my favorite brand, so this one in different colors would be my choice how to replace my current bike. Oh my god, even the 500, like, they both look great. This is single cylinder with much less power from my Honda, but in terms of looks and character, no doubt this would beat it. This is just great. Also, the better tires in stock than what Honda CL500 offers. And I will need to find the next bike, next haul. There are some cheaper ones in here, brands I never heard of sometimes, and just from the looks they look pretty good. Adventure 800, for adventure bike, for big adventures I would definitely want some proven Japanese brand, but hey, maybe this is good enough. QJ motor, and this one is a very nice rip-off of Harley 114, in my opinion at least, and good looking rip-off. Definitely good looking rip-off, but I wouldn't probably. And this one looks even better, but it's only 350. I don't know how I would feel riding a bike which looks like like a muscle car. I don't know if there is an expression for muscle motorbikes. Only with 350, unfortunately, engine.
There's no mercy in this world, just hunger thirsty persons in different versions, each new update that shit worsens.
I'm leaving the show. I have to say, all those people are freaking me out. This was big out of comfort zone exercise for me. There are some stuntmen over there, and yeah, coming back to my bike. Hopefully I can use it. Hopefully you like some of those bikes. I will definitely come next year, and if I will be shooting, it will be with an external microphone this time. Yeah, so the comparison to my CL500 with all those other bikes, I think it looks pretty damn good as well.